Hello, welcome back to the Fattish2 Fittish Fitness channel. Yeah, gonna run through a bit of a chest day today. It's lockdown 2.0, no gym. You join me in the Chateau of Gaines, aka Girlfriend's Kitchen Diner. So, luckily she has a bench style seat with her table. That is now my gym bench. Gonna be using not some cat food, but we're gonna be using a set of resistance bands I got in the first lockdown. Set of dumbbells. These were donated to us, absolutely cracking. I think it's 30 kilo set, so I'm assuming that's 15 kilo per hand, and some parallel bars. Really, that is my lockdown setup. I think with this I can replicate any gym workout. I mean, I train with more of a volume bias as opposed to throwing heavy crap around in a weight room these days. Find I get a better connection with it. Make more progress. My strength is still there, so don't see why not. Why run the risk of injury pressing some mad shit when nobody really gives a shit? So yeah, gonna go through a few exercises I typically do, explain why I do them, why I think it's good to do them. I don't know. We'll get to that bit when we get to it. So yeah, let's just get at it. I'm better at training than I am chatting, thankfully. So yeah. Okay, so first exercise, gonna do some chest press with the resistance bands, aiming to kind of replicate a bench press style movement. Yeah, just obviously with it being banded, you're gonna have peak tension at the top of the movement, not at the bottom. So the aim is to keep the movement nice and slow. Aim for between 15 and 20 reps, and really try and maintain that contraction at the peak part of the movement. Slow down your eccentrics, which is the latter half of the move. So say pressing it away, that's concentric. You slow the eccentric down, it's slowing that release of the contractions. So that, I mean, as far as I know, that apparently does some mad shit. Apparently it tears up more muscle fibers, or do a time under tension, mechanical load, all that kind of shit. For me, it just feels wicked. Feel like I've worked out afterwards, so gonna go with that. That's as much science as I'm gonna need. So yeah, let's get at it. Oh shit! Torch on. One thing that I do prefer replicating a bench press with the band is when I'm benching anyway, to really try and put as much pressure on my chest as I can do. I typically try and imagine I'm trying to squeeze the bar together at the top of the movement, and that really puts concentration on the inside of your pec to really contract, to really drag as much of that movement in. Obviously, holding the barbell, I'm not super strong, not world's strongest man, cannot bend it in my bare hands, so it won't move. But with the band, obviously it's just a rubber band, so when you really get to the top and try and drag it in, just put a tiny bit more tension on the bands and you can drag it across your chest, and it just feels wicked. It feels much better than like just a normal bench as such. Alright, so that's the first exercise done, completed 4 sets of 20. Again, just keeping a real concentration on that, slowing down the movement, really controlling it, feeling every inch of it through the actual target muscle group itself. The next exercise is very similar to the first, except I'm going to try and simulate an incline by propping my arse up on the bench. Sorry, a decline by propping my arse up on the bench. This is in an effort to target the lower part of my chest. So I'm aware, not a doctor, just bro science at the end of the day. But the pec is made up of 3 major parts. You got the top part, middle, and the bottom. So decline bit hits the bottom, your flat stuff hits like the middle, and your incline stuff hits the top. So I'm going to target a bit that lower pec for the next exercise and see how we get on. Alright, yeah, so first set, again, rep range is going to be 4 sets of 20 reps, really slowing the movement down. I always used to be an advocate for slating decline bench, not going to lie. Always thought it was a waste of time, waste of delts, shoulders basically. Figured if you want to hit the bottom part of your chest, you should just learn how to bench properly. But that was just a pretty ignorant kind of my way or the highway view on things. I've been taking a bit of a break from training, introduce it back into my routines, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel absolutely mega for it. Don't know whether it's just like newcomer gains, so to speak, or like genuinely works, but for the time being, keeping it in there, I think it's wicked. Okay, so that's that done. I'm gonna go on to something now called a barrel press. Again, you'll see with the way I hold the dumbbells why it's called a barrel press, but essentially it's a cross between a press and a fly. And again, never used to do them. I think it was a bit of a gimmicky exercise, but haven't tried them, they're fucking sick. So definitely including now for this, I'm going to use the trusted dumbbells. I say trusted, I've never used them. I've not used them yet, so let's test drive these bad boys. Hopefully I don't hurt myself, but won't be the first time. So yeah, same reps and sets again. Common theme when we're training at the minute is sets of 15, sets of 20. So, I mean, don't know. We'll aim for 20, but, well, we'll aim for 15. If that's easy, I'll carry on to 20. Yeah. Feature and Makel. Right, okay. Let's come back to that. Now we're a little heavy, gonna drop the weight a little bit. But yeah, don't know, I don't really know what the benefit of doing them is, you know, I mean, I guess, what? I don't know, I mean, for me it takes a bit of the rotation out my shoulder doing flies. I've had a nasty habit of breaking myself over the past, playing rugby, doing stupid shit. So, issues with both shoulders, snug bicep and this arm. So a lot of my training is training around already, you know, just dodgy injuries and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, guess, again, rather than dumbbell fly as well, I feel like I get a better contraction off doing them, but don't know why. If any doctors or scientists or PTs are out in the background want to tell me why, then get in touch. But yeah, take a bit of the weight off and then still going to squeeze my way through 15 reps. And yeah, 3 more sets. Let's get at it. Alright, so that's that done. Fucking hell, getting a bit tired now. Next is some unilateral press. So that in English is just single arm press. Normally do it on a machine. Normally is a bit of a finisher after all my pressing exercises. So I'm going to do a few sets. I've not really done them with this setup, so I'm going to roll the dice, see what happens, see how many I can muster out. I can't really be arsed changing the weights on the dumbbells. It's a bit of a faff, constantly uncollaring, taking plates off, so I'm going to leave the weight as it is and yeah, see what we get. Alright, yeah. There's a bit of finisher, struggling to hit 15. Just going to do 2 more sets. Aiming for 15, but I'm going to be pissed if I don't get 12 reps, but that's just how it is. Crack on with it. Okay, so bollocks now. You're about to join me on the floor to play my new toy, the Parallel bars. This is a bit of a, you know, stab in the dark, not used them before, don't know whether I'll be any use. Going to do some kind of incline press ups off them, throw my feet up on the bench, really try and get a bit of depth, try and simulate like an incline press to hit the top of the chest. I mean, best case, they're sick, worst case, they're shit. One way to find out. Bloody hell, these are hard. Right, they're good. They just, yeah, they're a little bit above my pay grade at the minute. So instead of doing them presses, I'm gonna stack them off and do some dips instead. I mean, probably be shot at them as well, but fuck it. Yeah, dips are only good for hitting chest. I normally use them in the gym to finish my chest off royally, but in this orientation of hitting solely triceps, which isn't a bad thing, it's always good to, I always think it's good to pair triceps up with chest. Primary function of both is a bit of a push. I mean, chest, yeah, it's all push based today, so certainly not going to hurt to throw a bit of triceps in at the end. So yeah, a couple more sets of them, and then we shall finish with some flies using the band. Gonna do a little variation, so I'm gonna do some mounted at the top, and then if I feel up to it, some mounted at the bottom. Not making any promises. This is, I don't know why, it's rinsed me quite a lot today. Oh, maybe I'm just really unfit, who knows, fuck it. Right, okay, so that's basically a little superset at the end that I'd normally do in the gym with the cables. Just try and get as much blood into the area as possible, really try and stretch everything out. That is going to conclude the workout. Going from here, behind the scenes, I've kind of stumbled a few little bro sciencey kind of rules of the gym, of fitness, that I've heard in the past. I'm sure many of us have done, but I plan on doing a little bit of a fact-finding mission into a bit of a fact or fad. So I see a lot of people splitting cardio into the morning and doing weights in the afternoon/evening. Personally, never done it. Never trained like that. I mean, I've always kind of done my weights days and my cardio days at something along them lines, but basically, I want to see if it works. So documented through my entire kind of life so far. Typically when I'm doing this style of training, eating right, lose about £2 a week, thereabouts. So I've started this AM/PM split today. Monday, I think it's the 11th. Might be the 11th, whatever, don't really know anymore, it's all a blur, lockdown. So yeah, start that today. I'm gonna do my official weigh-in check-in. You can catch that on my Instagram. And then gonna go from there, gonna document it for about 6 weeks and see if it actually does help, see if I feel any better for it, see what the benefits are. So hopefully shed a bit of light on that. I mean, I reckon at the minute it's probably just bro science, all depends on the individual, sleep, food, all that shit, but oh well, something to do, isn't it? So yeah, like, subscribe, hopefully it's informative. If any suggestions out like that, give us a shout. Happy to take any kind of constructive criticism on board. Still fairly new to this. Probably tell I'm not quite comfortable talking to a phone yet, it's pretty weird, but oh well. Yeah, that's chest day. See you around.